and we're taking advantage of all those electronic capabilities. This has been very exciting for us and also very exciting for publishers, and I think it's going to be a great reading experience for everybody. And to talk about that, we've invited some of our publishing partners to make a few comments.
When USA Today started working with PlasticLogic earlier this year, we were intrigued with the fact that we could begin, we could work with a device manufacturer and that would allow us to actually format our product differently from some of the other e-readers. We have a very distinctive style, very distinctive graphics, and I believe the format will work very well for us.
When we produce periodicals, magazines, etc. for our users, they have a certain look, feel, identity, and the visual is very important, as well as the quality of the content. And so the ability to be able to preserve some of that and to be able to present our brands with the look and feel, so to speak, that our readers are used to, that's a real advantage.
Fast Company's first partnership with any e-reader is with PlasticLogic, and what we were really impressed about was the fact that, one, it's targeted to business people and mobile professionals, but most importantly, Fast Company magazine is all about the innovation of design technology, etc., and we take our design aesthetics very seriously, and that's very important to us.
Well, the proReader is interesting to us because it really does cater to the core Forbes reader. Without exception, they are people who are busy, who are active, who are mobile, who are time-starved, and who consume resources at a great clip. But the real transformation occurs, quite frankly, in my opinion, in reaching new generations of readers. So bringing that full experience to people who have grown up more exposed to the web or very comfortable with the web, and it feels like we're on the edge of the next big thing, and that's exciting.
We love our publishing partners, and it's been incredible to work with them to kind of bring an experience to users that is unlike anything on an electronic reader today. QUE Trivia is the technology that enables that, and I invite you again later today to kind of take a look at how newspapers and magazines look on our device. So back to do a little more work around the integrated system we've developed. So I want to talk a little bit about your work and personal information. And for most of us, the work and personal information we have exists on current electronic devices. It exists on your smartphone, it exists on your laptop, it exists on your corporate IT. We have designed QUE to fit seamlessly kind of within that environment. Like I said before, to kind of fill that space, right, for electronic paper that exists between the devices that you already have and already serve you well. So I want to just walk through a couple of quick examples just to give you a sense of this. Again, this is a very rich and powerful set of tools that get loaded onto your PC or Mac or your smartphone. And the first example I want to show is just your device. The QUE device can be treated just like a printer. In any device any document that you have on your PC or Mac, you can print it directly. Call it QUE it, right? It happens seamlessly in the background, and it's just wonderful. The second feature that I want to highlight is the fact that you can drag and drop. So there's a QUE it icon on the home page that gets loaded when you load our software, and you can just take any document that you have on your product, drag it and drop it to the QUE it icon, and you've got it on the queue. Very simple. One of my favorite applications, though, in how to deal with the work and personal information that I get is how well the QUE integrates with the BlackBerry smartphone. And I'm going to ask Sebastian to tell a little story. We're going to go off script here because we actually had worked up a script in a little demo to kind of show you about this. But then 2 days ago, we had a real life experience where the fact that we have the tight integration with the BlackBerry actually led to us having a very, very productive meeting. And Sebastian, you can tell us all about that.
So as Arch said, this is not a made-up story. This is a real story. So you guys have to trust me. I'm like most of you. We're on a business trip, and travel is hectic. There's a lot of things going on here at CES. It's really busy, a lot of people, and of course, unexpected things happen. So I arrived here in Vegas on Tuesday, and I needed to spend some time here at the booth to check out a few things before the big day today. And I know that I need to meet with Arch and a few other people to practice at 3 p.m. at another hotel. 3 p.m. sharp. It's 2:40, I'm still here in the booth, check my watch, run to my hotel room, grab my stuff, take a cab, and finally met up with Arch and the team. Get to the meeting place, open my backpack, and guess what? No laptop. I don't have the latest printed version of the script that we are going to discuss. A new version got emailed about an hour ago, and somehow, I don't know how, Arch, but everyone else is prepared. They either managed to get a printed version, or they have their laptop. Of course, Arch has everything here. So I'm sitting and I'm like, you know what? I kind of look like a tourist in Vegas. I'm not really prepared, I really don't look professional. But I had a BlackBerry smartphone. And, you know, I got access to my email. And I was able to open the attachment with the latest script of the press conference. But you know what? It's pretty tiny. And it doesn't keep the format. It's, you know, I can barely read that. But I had two other things with me. I had my QUE proReader, and I had the QUE application for BlackBerry smartphone. And we added a new command to your BlackBerry email client called QUE. This is the way for you to transfer any emails and attachments wirelessly to your QUE proReader, anywhere, anytime. So in no time, I'm here looking at the QUE reader, and I have the script. It's right here. And this is what I love about QUE. It looks and reads like paper. It's large display. Let me see the whole page. And it's actually the format and the layout of the original document. So it's really easy for me to follow like anyone else. And finally, with a touchscreen, I can easily, within a few taps, review and annotate as we were making changes and comments, or maybe some reminder for me as I was going to practice later on. So you know what, Arch? I really couldn't think about a better script to tell you how QUE today fits in my work and in my life.
Yeah, and that's an example of using Bluetooth technology, right, and applications we've written for the BlackBerry and on the QUE device, right, that allow QUE to seamlessly integrate into the way you work and make you more effective. So thanks for sharing that. Wireless technology, and which we were using with the BlackBerry demo that we just described, is something that's very critical to us. Today, we are announcing a new partnership that we've developed with Good Technology. Good Technology will be working with us over the next several months to develop two capabilities, QUE Mail and QUE Calendar, which will enable wireless updates to your calendar and email. This will work with Microsoft Exchange, Gmail, Yahoo, as well as Windows Live. Wi-Fi and Bluetooth are critical to us. 3G is very, very critical to us. Right? And what we wanted to do in adding 3G capability to the product was find a partner that shared our vision for where this category could go. A partner, again, with resources, but also the forward thinking to be able to step out of the world of just thinking about, you know, how do you make a mobile phone more effective, and think about how do you use the network technology to create new opportunities and to give people new capabilities, and for us, with business people, to make them more effective. So I'd like to introduce by video Glenn Lurie of AT&T.
We announced the Emerging Device Organization inside of AT&T approximately a year ago. One of the very first discussions we had was with Arch and his team. It took one meeting, and we kind of looked at each other and said, this is a great opportunity for both of us. When you look at the mobility space at being 92% penetrated, then you say, okay, where's that growth coming from? The future growth is coming from the emerging device space. What